Comic adaptations can be a little kooky when they want to be,
Like Howard the Duck.
but they can also be absolutely peak at times.
Like Howard the Duck.
And also like with the Beyonder, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur's observer from a different dimension.
And Mr. Mxyzptlk, My Adventures of Superman's interdimensional chaos god and thief.
While these two trickster mentors may be a far cry from their comic counterparts, both are super wacky and epic. But who would win?
We'll find out when they both enter the Joust House. Smallville. A ville that is, in fact, not big.
What is big is the cold, vast emptiness of space, host to many a weird entity, like Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Mix is an interdimensional peacekeeping entity who unfortunately sucks at his job so much that he needs to enlist Superman for help.
He's so bad at his job, in fact, that it's not even his job in the first place. Mix is instead a silly goober who's trying to break into a high-facility prison to get a hat.
A trip to Walmart would have been easier.
A hat that can imbue its wearing with magic energy that amplifies them far above their normal strength.
Alright, trip to Target then.
Without the hat, Mix can do things like creating portals and illusions, change Superman into a different version of himself, and can also fly.
Wrap the episode up, he wins. You'd think he couldn't get better, but by wearing the bowler hat, not only do his old abilities get a boost, like his illusions being physical, he can now also reflect attacks and create energy blasts. Seems limited, but he's as creative with his attacks as you'd expect from someone who shares the voice of Ferb.
He carries that craftiness out of the fight too. Mix is a natural manipulator, able to easily come up with plans on the fly to get out of any situation.
While without the hat he's not much special physically, with it, he instantly goes far beyond what this version of Superman is capable of.
And since this Superman is capable of pushing a giant spaceship into space at hypersonic speeds equating to 488.85 megatons of TNT, that's fairly impressive.
He does have one weakness though. His hat's the source of his power, but like, it's still a hat. If you manage to distract him and successfully remove the hat, he's severely nerfed.
Even with his hat removed and being captured by the League of Alternate People, though, Mix pretty much immediately escapes.
Despite his small size and silly appearance, the little blue gremlin is not one to be underestimated, for he is a true god of chaos. Who made it through his whole nest of making the obvious unfunny joke about how hard his name is pronounced?
Let's fucking go.
Let's go! We're the best!
Let's fucking go.
We are
Let's
so
go,
cool! We're
oh my God,
so
damn me
epic!
up, bro.
Let's go!
Let's fucking
Joust
go.
House
Damn me
number
up,
one,
damn me up,
baby!
bro.
2024!
Let's
Fun to watch you figure it out. Ta-ta.
Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is an American animated television series developed by Steve Loader, Jeffrey Ann Howard, and Kate Condell for Disney Channel, based on the character.
Why are you reading Wikipedia?
Well, you see, dear Stripe.
Don't call me that.
Well, you see, whiny, annoying bitch. This show isn't just a show. It's a prison for the one and only Beyonder, a being beyond space and time.
It's honestly kind of selling him short. Not only is he, well, beyond all that, he's also the one tasked with learning more about Earth culture, and if it should be spared.
It shouldn't.
Well, according to Lunella, the smartest person on Earth, and who the Beyonder decided to hang out with, it actually should.
Beyonder tasks her with proving humanity is worth sparing, tasking her to prove that even what she declares is the most useless member of her species, her classmate Eduardo, is worthy by winning a science fair.
They failed. And Beyonder destroys Earth. Should have just been a baking soda volcano.
Actually, Beyonder was just being a silly little guy that day, and after pretending to destroy the planet, he immediately resets it, and lets Lunella live. He's just gonna study everyone a bit.
Why exactly he needs to study everyone is unknown, since he's basically already omniscient. He and various other characters describe him as being all-knowing several times.
In terms of abilities, he can basically do anything. Shapeshift, create a thundercloud, change the size of himself and other beings, control tech, separate his body, travel through dimensions, stretch his arms out just for you, break the fourth wall, and can make Selena Gomez follow you on YouTube.
Wait, so is capable of finally getting me to 1,000 subs?
No, Stripe. No one is capable of that. He can also remove the faces of people, like the hit 1997 Nicolas Cage classic Face Off.
And like me when I frickin' get you. In terms of strength, he's pretty consistently planet level, as he has stated several times he can destroy Earth. And if he did so, and burn a planet with a planet-sized magnifying glass he summoned himself.
While he may have more to learn about the fleshy meat puppets we call humans, the Beyonder is a potent reality warper, a being from beyond time and space, and a true force to be reckoned with.
Time to help this fella. Decide to
The fight starts with a shot of Lunella's lab. No one is there. Suddenly, a flash of light appears, and Mr. Mxyzptlk teleports in.
Nella Lafayette, the world is in danger. I need your assistance right now.
You're not gonna find her here. She's off on one of her wild adventures. She'll be back in, say, 22 minutes? 30 if you're watching this live.
Oh, and what are you? A hologram she's made?
Oh, no. I cannot be made in a lab. I am the Beyonder, a magic observer from way beyond time and space.
Huh, this guy could be more useful to me than the girl.
He perks up.
I am so glad I can meet you then. My planet is in danger, and I need your help to get back a symbol of peace between realms. Can you assist me?
Oh, you think you're clever. I can tell this is a ruse, so please, go back to whatever network your show ended up on. Unless, of course,
He holds up his hand, which is encased in magic.
you want to do this the fun way.
Well, if that's the only option,
He says, holding an arm behind his back.
let me show you true chaos.
Mix switches his hand, causing a blast of energy to be shot beyond her, who teleports out of the way. The blast hits a wall, but does nothing, as there's only an illusion.
You know the point of a battle is to hurt your opponent, correct?
Beyonder says smugly. He snaps his finger, summoning a giant thundercloud into the lab. Thunder starts raining down.
Well, why do that when you're clearly still here to help?
Mix makes a motion and summons a bunch of portals, then puts the acid portal all around Beyonder. Thunder strikes down on the portals, reflecting into Beyonder. Beyonder gets zapped, but recovers.
Well then, how about you try this on for size?
Beyonder grows in height rapidly. He turns to the camera.
I know that's a cliche, but it just fits so well.
Mix panics before formulating an idea.
Well, why don't I give you some company?
He summons a ton of clone illusions and sends them at Beyonder. In the chaos, he opens a portal and exits through it. Beyonder easily disperses the illusions and catches on very quickly where Mix went.
You know, I agree. The scenery is quite boring. Let's change it up a bit.
He grabs the end of the screen and pulls it across, transitioning to the prison facility where Mix is.
So, Mr. Blue Man Group, this is the best you can do?
Oh no, but this is.
Mix shatters a case behind him, revealing his top hat, which he puts on.
Now behold, the true god of chaos.
Mix summons a dozen clones of himself around Beyonder.
Oh, back on this trip. Hey!
Before he can finish, the clones start attacking, now physical beings. The real Mix laughs.
Haha, this the best you can do? Some being beyond time and space you are.
Well, I guess it's time to stop clowning around. Or clown even more.
Beyonder summons a clown animatronic and sets it off against the clones. He rushes at Mix.
Let's take you back a bit.
Beyonder grabs Mix and transmutes him into the DCAU version.
Hey, well why don't you buzz off?
Mix summons his clones, who thoroughly dismantled the clown, all around Beyonder, all transforming him into the Beyonder. Mix summons a giant fly swatter and starts slamming at him rapidly.
Wow, you're truly unbelievable.
I'm truly sorry you had to hear that, folks. Maybe humanity isn't worth it. I mean, who's writing this?
He stretches his arms past the screen, grabbing himself and pulling himself back into his original form. Mix puts one of his hands above his head, then slides it down, turning back into his original form too.
Let's finish this, Dorito boy.
Mix creates a ton of clones again, all storing Beyonder and holding him in place. He creates a giant ball of energy.
Any last words?
Just one quick question. This isn't my dimension, correct?
Nope. Why though?
Oh, just to make sure the rules don't apply. Now then...
Beyonder wraps his arms all around the clones before disintegrating them.
What to do here?
Beyonder summons a magnifying glass and starts tapping his head with it.
Oh, I know.
He swings the magnifying glass like a tennis racket, sending it back at Mix. Mix looks around trying to find a way to stop it, but before he can, gets hit with it at full force, knocking him straight out of the facility.
What? How can you...
Didn't you hear me before? I'm the Beyonder, an observer from way beyond time and space, and this is way past my observing duties. So, adieu.
The Beyonder grows way larger than the prison facility, and dozens of arms grow from his body. Two grabbing Mix, and the rest compressing the facility into a ball.
I've gotten out of worse. You can't... Hey!
Another hand appears and grabs his bowler hat, powering him down. It puts it on Beyonder's head.
Say, this really looks nice on me. As for you...
Beyonder starts spinning the facility ball around in a circular motion, before letting go. His last two hands throw Mix into it, as the ball and Mix fly directly into the sun, which explodes. Beyonder is floating through space on a lawn chair with sunglasses.
Well, wasn't that an explosive match? Toodaloo.
Well, Mix got out of tough spots before. He's gonna be fine, right?
Mix is fucking dead.
Oh god, Mix is so dead.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with Mr. Mxyzptlk. Assuming he can keep the hat on, he's strong, he's fast, he's smart, he's got a wide variety of things he can do.
The problem is that simply, Beyonder is all that and more. He's far faster, stronger, arguably smarter. Not only does he have more abilities, he doesn't need a hat to use them.
Now, both of these are ongoing series, so it's very likely that both will get stronger. But as of now, Mix, bless his soul, has no shot.
It's worth noting that there are slight hints that this Myxlplyx is the same as all Mixes in the multiverse, most of which are fifth dimensional. That would be more than enough to take this Beyonder down.
But unfortunately, it's only a slight hint, and it's nowhere near enough to think he's anywhere near their level of power.
While a good Mister can try to mix things up, his opponent is just beyond him.
The winner is the Beyonder.